bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
Mr. Phillip wasn't unmuted. Yeah, I don't know. I can see happy talk.
I was unmuted, you weren't.
I think you were in Panto this Christmas doing happy talk. I think that's what you were
singing.
No,
I'm not. Oh, no, I'm
yes,
not.
You are. Oh, yes, you are. Anyway, Happy New Year, Mr. Brady.
Same to you, Mr. Miles.
How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm grand, yeah. Yeah, not glad it's all over, but like things are getting a bit back to normal. Although I must say, for New Year's Day, it's the most horrible day up here. It's absolutely pouring rain. It's terrible.
It's pouring rain down here as well, Philip. Absolutely. It's like we're at the tail end of a storm, I think, that's heading to the UK. So I'm a bit slow today, Philip. I'm a bit behind on getting everything set up for the show. You know me. I'm usually a bit more organized than this, but today, for some reason, I'm a bit
not impressed. What a way to start a new year now. It's not good enough. It really isn't.
I know it's not good enough, but look, it is what it is. Get used to it. It is what it is. Do you want to go through the chat for me, Philip, while I just finish off the last?
Yeah, let's see who's up early on New Year's Day. Oh, the one and only Wayne Bonner is saying, "Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, well, and recovering. Happy New Year." Yes, I think there will be a few delicate heads around the place today, this morning, this afternoon, or wherever it is. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. It's probably midnight in some places and only early morning in others. So the level of sore heads might be varying a little bit, whether you're east or west of us. Peter M is stating, Happy New Year, Dermot and Philip and everyone in the chat, and Wayne right now. Yeah, thanks, Peter, and Happy New Year to you as well. Hope it's all going well for you.
I am sure other people
as well. Good end to the year for Spurs.
Yeah, it is, Philip. And look, I just changed into my reading glasses. Also, we've got Lisa who is a member. So Lisa, say thank you so much to Wayne, who gifted you a membership. So please, there will be loads of membership stuff coming in as well. So please give him a massive thank you. She says, "Good afternoon, Dermot and Philip. My first stream of the new year. Just woke up half an hour ago. Still morning here. Well, big up, Lisa, and happy New Year to you."
11 o'clock. So I was asleep in, Lisa. 11 o'clock. New Year's Day. So why not? Why not?
Why not? Big up to Simon Cohen. Happy New Year, boys. Happy New Year to you, Simon.
Happy New Year, Simon.
Yeah, and Lou Chili Music. Hi, guys. Hi, happy New
Hi,
Year to
Lou.
you. And Lisa goes, it was Wayne. Thank you so much. There you go, Lisa. Make sure you use it. There's a load of stuff coming up. Me and Philip are taking this channel into overdrive. Well, Philip, let's start with yesterday's game. What were your thoughts about the game yesterday? Brilliant game, I thought, for me. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Not a great performance, though.
No, it was a great game for the neutral. I think that's one way of putting it. We had a very good. Okay, Bournemouth came at us from the start, and they seemed to be targeting Pedro Porro down our right. Most of the stuff came down from their left, but first half and second half, and they're the best formed team in the league up to yesterday, and hadn't been beaten in 7 matches. So we got off to a reasonably good start. Sarr got the goal following a goalkeeping error by clearance by Neto. Yeah, we let Bournemouth into it. I think the injury to Sarr disrupted our rhythm, and it took Skip a long time to get into the match. And Bournemouth did have a few chances in the first half, but they didn't take them. And we came out in the second half, and on the hour mark, once they made the substitution, their attacking threat diminished. The Chelsea came more into the game, and we really, we should have had a couple more goals, to be honest with you. From McAllison's miss and the one that Gil Messi hit the bar with from 3 feet. But yeah, I think the result was better than the performance. That's probably one way of putting it. But don't forget, we're missing Van de Ven, Romero, James Maddison, and we're now and Bazuma. We're down to the bare bones, and we're still 4 points off the top of the league. It's unbelievable performance by the lads, and well done.
It is, Philip. It really is. Look, we'll go back into the chat. We've got who else? We've got Daniel. Good afternoon. What's the hold up on Rodo? I am telling you, I got the very latest for that, and it's good news. It's really good news for Tottenham fans. Happy New Year, says Paul Pablo. Big up, Paul. Hope he's agreed personal. Yeah, he did agree personal terms. He's I think he signed a 5-year contract with Tottenham. So that's the latest. Happy New Year to all in chat. Big up to Lisa. We got away with it yesterday, says Wayne. Bournemouth could have scored. It would have been a defeat with defenders stubbornly, which I am impressed with, especially Destiny. Did you see the comment by Ange after the game, Philip? That the reporter asked him, well, you're a point off top 4. And he turned around and said, no, we're 3 points off the lead.
Yeah.
Does that show the mentality?
It shows mentality, but I don't know whether I like it or I'm frustrated by it, but the way Ange does his interviews, he's looking down all the time. He never looks at the camera. You notice that? And then the occasional time he does look up, it's this steely glare that I say puts half the interviewers off. He's really intense when he looks at you, But yeah, it was a very pointed comment. Lad, don't forget us, lads. You mentioned everybody else, and what I like about Ange too. Here Ten Hag is coming out crying about all the injuries that's caused Man United's problems. It's only an excuse, really. The injuries have caused our drop in form a little bit, but do you ever hear Ange complaining? No. He doesn't use that as an excuse.
Not at all. We've got Boris Britt. Big up, Boris Britt. Happy New Year. Reports are saying the players in eye for captaincy, those since Madders and Sonny and Rumo are left out, is Bentancur, Venom, and Davis. I would go for Bentancur.
I would too. You noticed the difference when he came back yesterday. He was just pure class in the hour he was on the pitch.
It was. And you see him there in the middle of the pitch, his arms open wide. Come on, push up. We can do this. We could do this. Do you know what I mean? It's great. It's brilliant. Brilliant. I think he will be. Look, I always went for Destiny for captaincy, Philip. That was always been my thought behind it because I think Porro's always you see him at the game yesterday, revving up the crowd, and he's so when we scored there. And apparently, he's very good around the dressing room. So, does that have to be part of it as well, Philip? You have to be.
Oh, it does. It does. Yeah, it does. But I think, to be honest with you, I'd be a bit surprised if they bypassed Bentancur for that because Bentancur's a little bit older. Porro is only 23 or 24. Destiny's only 20. It's a bit early to be giving him that responsibility. I would give it to a senior player. And that Davis deserves it, but I wouldn't give it to Davis. I think I give it to Bentancur.
Yeah,
and it's only going to be for a couple of matches until Maddison's back anyway, so it's only a temporary thing,
It is. Peter Rem says, best New Year present for Spurs. I watched the highlights on Sky. I thought we played okay, but could have defended better. Lucky the Bournemouth didn't shoot on target. Look, we can all admit it wasn't a great performance, but by God, if you win games playing like that, Philip, there is something
Yeah.
special in the air.
Yeah.
I've been
lads,
saying it. Yeah,
go on. No, carry on. No, you go on. Go on.
I've been saying it, Philip, from sort of 5 games in. We're in the title fight. How many people have come into our chat, Philip, and told I was talking bullshit? How many people have come in like, do you know, you're deluded, you're not with it? Where we're now, we're a point of Arsenal and 3 points off the league with an injured team.
Yeah, it's very easy to say that when we're going through that bad run of form. You know, like, I mean, I'm fighting back my urges to say we're in the title race. I just want to be a little bit more conservative. Like, we're certainly in a race for Europe, right? We may well be in the title race when we get our players back. But look at it this way: we are still a point off the top 4, playing 4 fullbacks in the back line for the last few matches. Now think about that. How many other teams? Most teams, the form would drop like a stone, playing with no defense. We haven't got a defense. Our best form of attack, our best form of defense is the attack. And that our attack, thank God, is very, very good.
It is. Let's pick up to Lisa as well. We've got Lisa, who I was nervous after Star went off. We definitely improved second half, but I was still nervous. Yeah, me and Philip were nervous. Wayne Bott says, got it. Hang on, sorry. Got it for Velez. We were as well, Philip. Bless him. My heart went out.
Did you notice something about that? When everybody got injured, Lo Celso was on the bench looking really concerned, and all the players went around him. I mean, it shows you the team spirit we've got. Like,
it does.
I'll put an example. If that ever happened to Manchester United, he'd walk off on his own, nobody would have bothered. With Tottenham, everybody was around him seeing, was he okay? But Ange's got a fantastic team spirit there, and that's going to help us we're halfway through the season, and who could say they thought we'd be this high, really, in realistic terms? You know?
Yeah, I did. I said we'd finish third.
I know you did. I'm just saying, you know, I watched Paul Mercer's interview again last night. He reckoned we were bottom half of the table.
I've got words about that fucker. I really do. Excuse my language. I really do. Does he? He said before Christmas, we win all them 4 games. They're easy. They're easy. We're the best team. What happens to lose to Fulham yesterday? Go and do some more of your favourite powder stuff, Paul. Might make you feel better. Big up to Ollie's at the wheel. Big up, Ollie. Hi, all. Big up, Ollie. We've done Simon. Alex Scott looks good for Bournemouth. I wouldn't mind it, but Tottenham, actually, Alex Scott, to be fair. We have, at least it says, Ange mentality is just what this club's needed. We've got Lisa Phillip. I've watched a few interviews Ange gives in the past, and he does the same looking down. Heard a pundit the other day commenting about it as well, where they don't know what they're talking about. Maybe they should just, keep an eye on their own clubs. Big up to Neil Shafton. Happy New Year to you, Neil, for me and Philip. People should take it easy on all these rumours until the contract is signed. They're not official. Personal terms meant that if they sold the player, would accept the deal. Too many rumours to be patient. Look, we're only giving you the news. Right, I'm going to start this now, and I'm not going to say it again for the whole window. I'll let you say it, Philip, because I'm sick of saying it. I'll let you say we will not give any news unless we're 100% certain, won't we? And that's the thing.
No, we have sources. Now, we obviously can't disclose these sources, but they prove to be way ahead of the posse from other so-called in the knows in the past few months. We've heard things that way before that actually happened. The Harry Kane transfer, the first thing we heard that. There's other things that we've broken here first. So we don't break things unless we're 90% sure or maybe 100% sure that they're going to happen. We don't make up. We don't do any. What's the word? Clickbaits. We don't do clickbait at all. Yeah, no, we don't do it. So, if you hear it here, Neil, you can be sure it's nearly happened. And if it hasn't happened, something's happened between us telling it and the thing going pear-shaped. So it's when we get it, it's usually pretty accurate.
Yeah, it is. And we were first with Ange as well, Philip. People seem to forget that we broke Ange Postecoglou's coming to Tottenham first. We were me and Mir were the first to break about Harry Kane. I know Neil's not pointing at us, but I do get what he's saying, Philip. But we will not break anything on this channel in this month unless it's 100% accurate, Neil, and you can trust us on that. Big up to Spurs 1. Big up. He says, we'll finish higher than Arsenal. Of course we will. Example, we will finish as London's best London club. Of course we will, because we're going to win the league. If not, we're going to finish second and get into the Champions League and win the FA Cup as well. I think a season or two, we'll definitely be in the title race if we keep our form going and more depth. Exactly. Absolutely. exactly. Whoever finishes higher than Liverpool will win the Premier League. That is a very good point, Philip, because I've been saying for a long time now that Liverpool, for me, will win the league. Now we've got them in April.
I'm still on City's case, but I could be wrong. I think De Bruyne is back now, so I think they're going to see an improvement with Man City. You know.
Lou says this is one of the questions we got in the thing we were touching it, Lewis, but he says if Romero and VDD stay fit, we would be top by 10 points. Absolutely, exactly. Big up to Peter Reynolds. Thing to me is already 39 points. You said it yesterday. With 18 games to go, the rest is up to us now, especially once we get our full strength back. Look, big up to Paul Pablo. Big up to Daniel Zito as well. Big up to Neil Shaft. Exactly. But people hear things and it catches fire. Then people get upset when it turns out then there was never any offers. Exactly. You won't get that here. So big up also to Louis Music as well. Big up to Wayne Bonner. And who else? And big up to Daniel Zito as well. Just a quick thing. Please pick up a membership. Please pick up the cheapest chips. Please always send in the super chat. I know it's tough out there, but it does help us grow. And also send the super sticker. But if you can't afford it, the memberships are really cheap. They're only sort of $1.99 a month. That's the cheapest one. That's cheaper than going out buying a loaf of bread. But if you need money for that, don't do it unless you can afford it. That's all we do ask. But it does, when you do it, it does help me and Philip grow the channel. We got lots of new exciting stuff starting this year between the rest of this season and the start of next season. By God, I am so excited of what we got planned for you guys. So let's crack on with it. Let's crack on with it, Philip. Now, we're going to do our match predictions first. This was the team that started yesterday. Is that the right team, Philip?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Davis.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Do you want to go through your player ratings, Philip?
I mean, I'll give Vicario a 9 as always. The guy is turning into best goalkeeper in the Premiership. I don't care what they say about Allison or whoever else plays for Man City or whatever you call him. I think Vicario has come in and been an absolute godsend to the club. Brilliant. Pedro Porro, I love the guy's infection. I love his passion for the club.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you ever watched Chris Cowlin puts up a thing at the end of each match, but it lasts about 3 or 4 minutes. He must be sitting next to the tunnel and he films the players coming off the pitch at the end. It's very, very interesting to see the reaction of some of the players. Like Sonny was the last one off the pitch yesterday. Porro comes up, down like that. He's brilliant enthusiasm. Give him an 8. Emerson Royale didn't do anything wrong yesterday. It's not his position. He's playing out of position. 7. Ben Davis made an incredible block at one stage to deflect the ball onto the crossbar. You know that one from Solanke. Very good. Odoji. This guy is the best left back in the Premiership. I don't care what anybody says. Trent Alexander-Arnold, whatever you want to call him. This guy is an absolute gem. And Paratici earned his salary for the year for picking up that guy. I give him a 9. He was brilliant yesterday. What we got in the middle?
No, Bentancur's supposed to be there. This is the Brighton game. So the only change really.
I couldn't see that. I couldn't see it that way. I mean, Bentancur, great to see him back.
It's my fault. Sorry. My fault. Sorry, I do apologize. No, hang on.
Doesn't matter.
I've got the team here. This is the team here. Sorry. So the only difference is it was only Bentancur that was changed. That was all. That's all. So I can't bring it up.
Bentancur, great to see him back. I mean, he's back a month early, really. And I know he only lasted an hour. I was a bit concerned they might have brought him back a bit too quickly, but no, he was good. Papa Sarr, lovely goal. Love the guy to bits. Nearly cried with him when he was crying and going off the pitch. I mean, the poor fellow was in tears. Now it looks like he mightn't be as badly hurt as things looked yesterday. So he may well get his trip to the Africa Cup of Nations. And let me see who else we played. Put the team up again there, Dermot. Sorry.
No, it's there. All the rest of it was the same. So
Lo Celso.
Lo
Celso had a good game. The pass to Sonny was genius for the second goal.
Yeah.
First time pass, just looked up, bang, away you go, and in the back of the net. Brennan Johnson, frustrating game for him. He disappeared out of the game for a lot of the time, but the cross for Richarlison's goal, absolute mirror image of the one against Newcastle, or against Everton. And, he's coming on to be a nice player. Richarlison missed a sitter. I have to say, missed a sitter, but made up for it. So I give him a 7. I give Johnson a 7, give Richarlison a 7. Sonny thought he was a bit off the pace again, but took his goal very well. And the passion he showed at the end of the match, like he's gone off for a month now. He went up to the crowd and he was pumping them up. No, I've never seen him like it.
Yeah.
He really was giving his socks to the crowd at the end of the match. So love his passion.
And then
the subs,
Philip.
Dyer came on. Sorry?
There's the subs.
Yeah. Dyer came on. I know it wasn't to everybody's agreements, but he didn't do too bad. Maybe he could have stuck a foot out for the Bournemouth goal, but didn't do too bad at all. Skip came on. Took a while to get used to the pace of the game, I felt. Højbjerg, okay, did nothing wrong. Brian Hill will probably wonder how he missed that header from 2 feet. But anyway, he was leaning backwards and the ball hit him on his side of the head. And poor old Velizu came on and, again, in tears when he went off. Apparently, he left the ground in a boot on crutches. So that doesn't look good for him. And so that was it. So, yeah, I mean, Bournemouth are always going to be a difficult team. They beat us last season in April, which pretty much cost us Europe. So we had to get one back on them yesterday, and we've done it without playing particularly well. And how many matches do good trophy-winning teams win games when they're not playing well? And that happened yesterday with Tottenham. And it's happened a few times this season.
I'm telling you, Philip, I am telling you, there's something in the air. I don't know what it is, but I've just got this Leicester vibes. I've just got the Leicester. I don't know. I just got the Leicester vibes. We could come in.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you, right? If we go to Manchester United in 2 weeks' time and beat them, I'll be on the delusional bandwagon all the way. All right.
Thanks. That's great.
Make space.
There's room for you. There's room for you. Now
I like a seat facing the sun as well. So
I've left you one there, Philip. I've bought a seat. I'm like the Germans. I have the towel on there for you already. If you're German and watching, I apologize. Right. Who was your man of the match? Just quickly.
Boys, who will I give the man of the match to? He was only on for an hour, but I'm going to give it to Bentancur.
Okay.
Mainly because he's back.
Yeah. Okay.
Adoji.
Yeah. I'm going slightly different to you, but anyway, I'll give you mine at the end. For me, Vicario gets 10. I thought he was immense yesterday. Every time he comes out, right, and my heart goes into my mouth. I think he's going to fuck up it. He's going to muck it. And then suddenly he either headers it, kicks it, or he puts the player off to cock up. So that's
Did you see the one yesterday when the through ball came through and both Royale and himself went for the same ball?
I was thinking, my head would go, oh, God. I'm going to do this as a back 4 as well. I'm going to give them all an 8 because I thought they were immense yesterday. Emerson, look, I was at the time, I thought Emerson was useless, but that player went away and paid with his own money to get himself sorted out. And he has come on leaps and bounds under Ranch. But 8 for me for the whole back 4. Thought Davis did well yesterday. Destiny was a rock, and so was Pedro Paro as well. For me, Bentancur, the midfield looked balanced yesterday, Philip. I'm going to give them a whole 8.5. They look balanced.
It did until Bentancur went off.
It did until Bentancur came off. Yeah, I agree with you. They look balanced. And then for the front, I thought Brennan Johnson, frustrating game for him. I'll give him 7.5. The cross he put in for Richie's goal was immense. An epiphany with Richarlison. I am now a Richie fan. I am now on the bandwagon.
You're a flip-flopper, You're a flip-flopper. You heard him yesterday, folks. He was giving over a card. He's not worth a tenner. And I was laughing my head off because I was slightly ahead on the screen. I could see that Richarlison scored the 3rd goal. I said, "Don't you're going to regret saying that."
Look, I was actually thinking it last night. I was watching Dave's afterwards, and I sat at the table after watching, and I thought, I'm too harsh on the man. He was immense when he got that goal. And you want him to do so well. Look, I stick by my point, Philip. 60 million was too much for him.
Oh, true. But I agree. Totally agree.
And I also stick to the point, he's a small fish in the big pond at Tottenham. But if he can regularly knock them in and take his chances, and not get offside every 5 minutes, he could get
Yeah.
you 15, 20 goals a season. Easy.
That's true, yeah.
With the chances
Absolutely,
that
yeah.
we make. And then, of course, Sonny has been off the ball. So I'll give Richie 7.5. I'll give Sonny 8 as 7.5 as well. I thought he was very poor yesterday, very off the ball. But my man of the match, I'm going to have to give it to Vicario. I thought he was immense yesterday as well, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
So let us know in the chat, who have you gone for man of the match? What are your play ratings? So let us know in the chat, or let us know in the comments. All right, Philip, everyone's come in. This is the day one. The official window is now open. Me and Philip are open for business. So is Tottenham Hotspur. You want transfer rumours? You want the very latest? You will get them here on THFC till I die. This is the latest we have on Rodo. Let me take that off there down the bottom, sir. Right. Tottenham have agreed personal terms with Rodo Dragonish on a long-term contract. Talks still ongoing. Spurs currently at £25 million, which is £5 million less than what is wanted. Now, Philip, I will get to your comment, Louis. I've got news on that as well. So, €30 million is around about £25 million, isn't it, Philip? Because the play on different. Now, would Brexit, this extra £5 million, is that something to do with taxes or Brexit or something like that, Philip? Before we get on to the, is it something to do with that? Do you think that's why there could be a bit?
No, I don't think Brexit has any effect on transfer fees. I don't think so. No. I'm open to correction on that, but I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think this is purely between the clubs.
Yeah. Now, I was told yesterday within the next 24 to 48 hours, this deal could be done. I was speaking to my source this morning. It could break any time. It could break. So watch out for us. We've got a thumbnail ready to go. As soon as I get the go ahead, it is done. I will come straight back on and tell you we are on tonight, of course, from 7:45 for the Liverpool-Newcastle game, which this is our last game of the Christmas period, guys. So if it breaks during that, we will cut off the game and we'll go straight into Tottenham mode. So we will give you the very latest on that, Philip. Now, the other rumours going around. Jota, Tottenham have reportedly spoken with Al Hatti head winger Jota as they look to reunite the Portuguese with Ange Postecoglou. Now, I've heard again this morning that Tottenham have started talks. No deal has been agreed. Nothing has been agreed to a player. Tottenham have just made some inquiries about him. We've seen him at Celtic. Philip, he's a good player. Is he a player that will fit well in the Premier League? Because Celtic and Aston Villa are also after him. So where do you think he might end up?
I think if Ange wants him, he'll come to Ange. Because Jota and Ange had a very good relationship at Celtic, from what I'm understanding, and he'd like to continue that. So, yeah, I know it's a big jump from the Scottish League to the Premiership, and also there's a reason why did Al Ittihad not actually play him or even register him for the Saudi League? Maybe a problem that we don't know about, but yeah, I think we can get Jota on a free transfer, which he's a free agent as far as I know. That he might be on big wages, but he'd be a good addition to the squad. Ange knows him. So if Ange wants him, I'm happy with that.
Now, look, why they haven't registered him is because they've signed too many European players.
Yeah.
So I think that's something to do with that. Look, I like Jota. I really do. I think he's a great player at Celtic, Philip. I think he was very good. I always liked Jota. Do you think, where would he fit in, do you think, in the Tottenham squad? Where do you think Andrew will use him?
Tricky. Like we're well served with wingers. Like we've got Brian Hill and we've got Kulichevsky and Johnson, whatever. Yeah, I can see him probably playing up a lot, challenging Johnson for a place. I think would be the best way of putting it. He's not going to walk into the first team without a struggle, but he'd be a good player to have in the squad. Really good player to have in the squad.
And what we are hearing as well, Philip, that Andrew will get his players in early. I mean, when have we, in any transfer window, especially January, Philip, that the first day of the window, we're breaking news that a deal could be done within the next 24, 48 hours? I mean, has somebody hit?
Are you sure? No, sorry, Dom, I'm lagging a bit there. Go on, say it again.
Are you sure that Daniel Levy hasn't been hit over the head or something, or locked in a cupboard somewhere, and somebody's nicked his credit card?
I'm just beginning to wonder if I've been asleep for the month of January, and this is actually the 31st of January today. I've been in a coma all
Maybe.
month. This is unheard of. This is nosebleed stuff for Tottenham fans. We're normally looking to get a loan deal in at 10:30 on the last day of the transfer window.
Yeah.
And no, this is the way but it's the way it has to be because our injury situation is so bad. We need that.
Yeah, we do. Louis, Peter M, Louis again, Neil and Boris, we'll get to your comments. I have starred them and we'll bring them up after we've done this transfer roundup. So we will get your comments up in a minute. Just very quickly on this, Peter M, it says he's voted for Vicario. He's also Richie has the talent but needs to find his consistency, which is good. We've got Lisa, she voted for Destiny for man of the match, Philip. We've got Lo Celso. Neil makes a very good point. You look at that lineup and think we're knackered. Insert a manager who doesn't go on somebody else's opinion.
Yeah,
that's a very good point, actually.
He's made the players believe in themselves. I guarantee you that, Dermot, if that team had gone out under Conte, we would have lost that match heavily yesterday.
Yeah,
lost it heavily. Because Conte wouldn't have the balls in him to install a bit of belief in that crowd. But Ange has done it with spades. He's done a great job.
He says it just shows how these designer label managers are not so brilliant. Sarr would have never been Spurs if Conte was still here. He would still be in France. Also, Romero would have left in the summer as well.
Romero was gone. He was gone.
Yeah. Lo Celso is so underrated. I think he is, I really do think he is.
He did very well since he's come in there.
Yeah. Well, it's more like 10:45 p.m. and the deadline is 11 p.m.
That's right. That's right.
And then what I've seen at Jota, I don't think he's good enough. That's an interesting. But we've seen him at Celtic, Philip. So what have you seen him at Celtic, Spurs, or in the Saudi Pro League? I don't.
You wouldn't have seen him in the Saudi Pro League anyway.
Yeah. Do you think he's an upgrade on Hill?
Yeah, he's a more physically stronger built than Hill. No, I mean we saw the Celtic fans were gutted when he left.
Yeah,
so that's good enough for me. I mean they lost Jota and they lost Ange, and that's hard for Celtic to make up the ground with losing those two. I think that Jota is a very good player, very skillful.
Yeah, I do too, Philip. Ange would like a centre back, a winger, and a midfielder. I've been told. This is what I've been told. That for me, if you can get all three of them in early, we've got a 2-week break now, haven't we? In the Premier League, we've got a small winter break. Get them in early, Philip, and get them up to speed with this system. We could be an absolute force in the Premier League second half of the season. And we've got winnable games all the way up to April, Philip. And then we've got all the big teams again. If we can come to April and but if we can get up to April, be there and thereabouts, and really steal a march on everyone this window, Philip, we could be.
The way it's looking, we're playing Burnley on Friday, right?
Yeah.
In the Cup. We're playing United on the 14th of January on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And then there's a 2-week break. So we've away from there's no matches between the 14th and 31st of January.
Yeah.
Spurs. So that's the time when hopefully our injuries start to come back. And also gives Ange time to work on the new inputs. So we're coming back with a home game against Brentford. And the way Brentford are playing at the minute, that's a great home game to have. So, I think I'm beginning to come around to your delusional way of thinking, Dermot. So,
Thanks, Philip. I take that as a compliment. I really do. Colin Cross, Happy New Year from Wales to our Celtic cousin boys. Big up, Colin. Happy New Year to you, sir. And then Boris Britt says, I still think Jota is like Solomon. Once his abilities figure out, all teams will know how to counter him. That's very good. Fair point, actually.
Yeah, we'll see.
We've got Jota looks like better than Hill, but Jota not good enough. Hill will never be Premier League quality. I disagree. I think he will be if you bulked him up a little bit. I think he will be. I'm just seeing. Can you go through the rest of the chat? I'm just seeing. I might get a bit of breaking news, so just double check it. Just from Neil Shafton downwards. The two sent down from there.
Two centre backs and a player on offense on the left. Yeah, well, Jota will fit that offense on the left bit, all right.
Yeah.
Two centre backs. One definitely, possibly two. Just remember, if we bring in two, we're going to have 4 centre backs looking for 2 places, which is not going to be which is great for the squad, but not good for the player who doesn't get into the side. So I reckon we'll get one centre back coming in. And
we've
Neil
got here
Shaft is
Matthew
also,
here. You've jumped, Philip. You've jumped.
you know, my computer is very strange when it comes to comments, Dermot. They don't seem to come out in order at all. Anyway, are we signing Gallagher? What do you reckon?
What do you think my thumb is up for?
Yeah, what do you saw? Is the news in?
No, there isn't news in, but what I'm hearing is, that deal could well be done. It might not be done as early as the first few weeks, but possibly in January, that he will come in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing, unless there's a major breakdown in talks. But he wants to come. He likes what Ange's doing. He wants to get out of the Chelsea madhouse. Apparently, currently I'm hearing rumors that Mourinho has already started talks with Chelsea as well to become their manager again. That a lot of players, Silva also wants to leave Chelsea with immediate effect. He's not happy the way Postecoglou is running the club. There's a lot of players unhappy with Poch at the moment.
Pochettino, please, Pochettino.
Yeah, so there you go. So that is a good sign. Yes, watch a lot of Celtic. They're my second favourite team. Or join the club, Spurs. So it's my Phillips' favourite team as well. But yeah, look, I think Jota will be good. We've got Neil Shafton. But isn't it Happy New Year in Welsh? You can say that, Philip.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah, go on. Come on.
Did you see the thing that went up last night about
you're Tom Jones? You're supposed to be Tom Jones connoisseur.
This has got a Welsh. This has got a Welsh thing. It was LLLWLLLD, and the question was, is that a Welsh town name on Manchester United's last 7 fixtures?
Big up to Neil. Colin says Reggie's back. Madders, VDV, Solomon, and Benny back this month. Remember, yep, that is so true. Big up Spurs Ninja. Bruce Lee, I haven't seen you for a while. Big up, lads, and chat. Happy New Year. Big up to Spurs Ninja. Lou Chili, is Reglon coming back this month? There is a rumor he is. Ange might want him back, but I don't know. We've got Matthew. Oh, it's big. Oh, that is big news. Gallagher is Chelsea's best player this season. He has been immense for them, to be fair. But he likes what he's seeing at Ange. He likes where the club is going. So Tottenham could be attracting some big players, and especially with Papa Sarr being injured and away for the month as well, Philip. It may be a case of we need cover there, and he could come in as a squad player. If Chelsea have to sell Gallagher for fair play,
FFP,
how come
FFP?
How come they're in talks with Tosobin? The deal between Tottenham and Tosobin is likely to. I was told yesterday has collapsed. I'm not surprised because of the Rodon deal. I don't think he will be going to Chelsea. I think Chelsea cannot spend an awful lot of money this window. They have to sell before they can buy. That's what I'm hearing. That is what I'm hearing. Neil Shafton, this joke. Boris Britt said, I'm surprised if you ain't ever thinking about ML Smith Rowe from Arsenal, to be honest. I wouldn't buy.
She can't even get the Arsenal team, that fella.
No.
But you know one thing, it'll kill the Chelsea fans if we get Gallagher. It'll absolutely kill them.
I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it, Philip. And he's a great little player too, by the way.
They treat us like dirt. Now it's time we can get everyone back on them, you know?
Yeah. We've got Dragon D Nuts. Happy New Year's. Good day. Good day, Dragon D Nuts. Big up. Peter M, I'd just love to see Chelsea become a feeder club for us. Please. And direct Neil Shefton, because Chelsea ain't in talks, because 1 billion is more than enough to build a loser. Absolutely, Neil. Absolutely. And then we've got Spurs. Gallagher is nowhere near good enough. All Chelsea fans say he's garbage. I agree. I don't agree. I think
that's wrong. Chelsea fans love him. Chelsea fans absolutely love that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's coming from now. You know?
And
he has been the best player this season.
Imagine him playing under Ange. Could you imagine Gallagher playing under Ange system?
Yeah.
Wow. And then also DJ Samuel, happy 24. He's been a member for 6 months, Philip. He says happy 2024 to you both. Big up, DJ. Philip, what do you want to say to DJ Samuel for his commitment?
Happy 6 months as well. Thanks for sticking with us. And the next 6 months is going to be even more exciting.
They are absolutely big things. So anyway, Philip, let's get on with this. Now, There is. Well, I've put a big question mark, right? I don't know if this is silly season, or there's a ball journalist somewhere, or somebody's actually got so bored and got drunk on New Year's Eve and put this out. Now, Phil, I've said this to Philip before. Philip's going to pour more cold water on this than anything. He's got a massive bottle of cold water, a bucket full of cold water, right? And he's ready to pour it over and say, Dermot, you're talking bullshit. You are talking bullshit, Dermot. That's what he's going to say. Now, there is a rumor going around. Now, I did send this to Dave Harris, by the way. Dave Harris hasn't got back to me. So I would love to see his reaction to this. There is a rumor going around that next season may see the return of Harry Kane at Tottenham Hotspur. Unknown if there's any truth in this story. Now, I've been thinking about this, Philip, as we've been doing the show, right? I am coming along to your way. There is more chance of this happening than us being invaded by Martians from the planet Zod. I mean, a journalist this bored? Seriously. Seriously.
I begin to wonder. That's the sort of thing you see coming out on April the 1st, April Fool's Day.
Yeah. Yeah, I was checking
not
the date,
how much did Bayern Munich pay for Harry Kane? 96 million or something like that, right? Do you think they're going to let him go after one season? Not a hope in hell. This must be some journalist who's either A, drunk, B, wiping the white powder off his nose, or C, just pure stupid. I'm not quite sure which is which.
Wiping powder off his nose? Has he been partying with a certain Arsenal player again?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No. That's it's. I mean, of all the rumors going around, I think we've probably got more chance of finding Shergar than we have of Harry Kane coming back.
Hang on. I've got breaking news. Anyway. I've got breaking news, Philip. Shergar has been found. He was seen running at the 2:15 at Chepstow. Yeah, no, he was seen him running at the 2:15 at Chepstow today. He won by a nose, apparently.
No, Harry Kane's not coming back to Spurs. Now, he may do it at some stage in his career, but not yet.
I had to put this in, Philip, just for a joke, because it was the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. I'm glad people have seen it in the chat for what it is. I put it in for a laugh, really. Just for a bit of fun, guys. We've got Peter M. There's more chance of Lionel Messi coming this season.
Yeah, that's true.
Came back to Spurs, laughing emojis. Daggerdry nuts. Harry Kane rumors. The news, Garrett. Exactly. Absolutely exactly. Yeah. How many transfer windows are we now going to go through, Philip, where everyone was trying to sell Harry Kane? Now it's going to be Harry Kane coming back to Spurs. And we're going to get this now the other way now. Honest to God.
There's more chance of Paul Merson actually predicting Spurs to actually win a match than Harry Kane coming back to Spurs.
Neil Shafton, can we just
lose every game?
Yeah. Neil Shafton, can we just move on about Kane? Most everyone was sure we were about to go to the championship because Kane left. We actually are better without Harry Kane. Look, I agree with that. But in all seriousness, Philip, I agree with that. We look a far better team without Harry Kane.
You're right. We're not one focus. We've not just one focus in the team now. We've several focuses. Several players to watch. Whereas Harry Kane dominated everything. Not knocking the guy. He was great when he was with Spurs, but he's not anymore. So move on.
Yeah. Boris Brett says 85 million can rise to 100 million pounds. Yeah. It's not happening. Just like me winning £1,000 exactly. We've got Chris Liney, big up. Jonathan Scores is a Greyhound Gas and a massive upgrade on Hill. And Solomon, that's a very good shout, actually. Very good shout. We've got personally, I reckon Kane will be in Germany for at least 2 years. I do as well. I know he meant to say, hang on, he meant not Jonathan. He meant to say Jota Scores Greyhound fast and a massive upgrade on Hill and Solomon. That's what he meant to say. Yeah. Simon says West Ham are in talks with Eric Dyer. They can have him for free. Just go now. Eric, just go now, please. Eric Dyer. What else we got?
Did you see the Arsenal fan? I meant to say to you, Arsenal girl in an Arsenal shirt put up a video last Friday morning about West Ham beating Arsenal, and she was literally in tears. And the bit I was thinking of you when she said this. How can we lose to a team whose fans spend the whole game blowing fucking bubbles?
Fair play to her. Fair play to her. She got it spot on. The last bit was spot on. Blowing bubbles. Grown men blowing bubbles. Shit, at least Tottenham have a bit of pride about themselves. West Ham fans, you're 60-year-old. Give me them bubbles, kid. I want to blow some bubbles. Gallagher was mustard with Palace. He was. Well, got here. Gallagher has to be judged over his career. He was Palace's best player on loan there last season. Happy New Year, says Chris Loin. Big up. It's Happy New Year. Happy New Year, THFC till Tottenham Hotspur till I die. Jota better than Johnson, crosses accurately in the air and the ground. He does. Lily Tune music. Poor journalism with this. The rumor sounds like clickbait to me. Peter, you know full well we will not use clickbait. Oh no, we're not. You know that from us here. We will not do anything like that. Other channels, if they hear that rumor, but having up in there as that thumbnail, Kane could become a breaking news. Kane to return to Spurs. Yeah, there's more chance of Harry Kane returning to Spurs than us being invaded by aliens. It's January the 1st, not the 1st of April, of course, Colin. And a few people just jumped in as well. We've got Kev Williams. Happy New Year, Dermo and Philip. Big up to you both. What's the latest on our injuries? I'm waiting for an update on that, Kev. So as soon as I get that, sir, I will get it to you straight away. Mick Harmonic as well. Big up, Mick. Happy New Year, Philip and Dermot. And then Peter M. I meant not you, but the press, they use it. Yeah, they do. They absolutely do. Philip, I've got a few star questions here. Spurs one says, are you confident about the Man United game? And for me, yes, I am.
Yeah, it's always a tricky one going to Old Trafford. You know, like, remember during COVID, we went up there and we beat them 6-1 under Mourinho. You remember that one?
Yeah.
The way United are at the minute, they're in a bit of turmoil. It's a good time to play them. So it'd be nice. Now, it's a long time since we can finish a double over Manchester United. So this is a good season to do it. So I don't think we need to be scared of them. I don't think we need to be
I don't think so. I think it's a good time to play United. Look, if Colum's watching, look, Colum, no disrespect to you, sir, but Alex Ferguson has bought Ten Hag a new Christmas present. He bought him a new cloth for his head so he can shine his bald head. Now, the idea of that is hang on. Yeah, Philip, can you just go on to the next question? Is Jota a good backup for Son? I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it could well be all right. Yeah. It could well be. We'll have to wait and see whether we get him or not. I think he would be a good backup for Son. Although, you know, Son was going to be away for a month. But we can get Jota in fairly quickly. That'd be a good replacement for the time Son is away. And Peter M saying is Kane is staying Bayern Munich until they win the Champions League at least. Yeah. They're not doing so well in the Bundesliga. They're not. I think they're still not leading it. So, you know, which is a bit of a shock, really, compared to he thought he'd just go to Germany and walk away with a title in his first season. And Spurs Ninja is saying, can we send Dye to Chelsea so we can laugh at them more? I don't care if he goes to West Ham or Chelsea. We can laugh at either of them, you know. I don't think he'd go to Chelsea, though. West Ham would be more of a fit.
Yeah. Look, for me, Philip, yeah, I think he would be a good backup for Son. Son has been off the boil here a little bit. And I think we need a backup for every position, Philip. Do you know what I mean?
We do, yeah.
We need a backup for a backup. And I think, and I think with 4 competitions next season, and also with the Champions League changing, the Champions League's going to be a bit longer, isn't it, game-wise?
Yeah, it's one league of 36 teams, really, isn't it? And
and then if you don't reach, I think, the first top 10, you go into another knockout tournament before you get to the round of 16.
Yeah.
So it's like a playoff. So it really is. This is your question to you. The only additional cost of Brexit is getting the work permits for UN nationals, but that's small beer compared to the price of the transfers, Philip.
Yeah, it's only legal lawyers to do that.
Addis Britt ordered to that as well. Getting the work permits is like 20 grand at most of the clubs. That's for the clubs buying the players and not on debt on the clubs. And look, I will get the exact how I will speak to the person I know, and I'll get exactly where we stand on that for players coming in. And Louis asking, is Højbjerg leaving? From what I'm hearing, it looking like he's to Juventus for a 25 million loan to buy obligation, 25 million euro for Højbjerg. He will be leaving. This is why we're going after Gallagher to get one out and bring one in, Philip. We've got a few more comments then, Philip. We've got, I really hope Newcastle beat Liverpool today. We are doing the watch along, me and Philip, tonight at 7:45. So come and join us then. What are you looking for tonight, Philip? Do you want a Liverpool win, or I'm looking for a draw.
Yeah, I fear for Newcastle tonight. I think their mental strength, they're very brittle at the moment. They've gone through such a horrendous few last matches. So I think Liverpool could actually rip them apart tonight. I really do.
Yeah,
I would love to see Newcastle get something out of that game to keep us closer to Liverpool, but I can't see it. I really can't. I feel sorry for the Geordie fans. They had a lot to put up.
Yeah. Apparently, you're clocking your kitchens 4 minutes fast, Philip.
It's done deliberately, Simon. We always do that. We always keep our clocks a bit faster, a bit in advance. Yeah, good spot.
So you were saying Happy New Year to each other before everyone was in Ireland.
Oh no, the clock in the sitting room is okay. This is the dining room, so this is all right.
Okay. And I read Juventus wants a buy option only, and Spurs want an obligation. Move might not happen. No, I think it will happen. Højbjerg does want to leave Tottenham. He's not happy being a bit player. And I think what game he didn't get picked for, Philip, was it the Brighton game? He was very much not going into tackles for that. He was very playing within himself. So look, I think it will happen. When it happens,
there was a sign last night too. I watched the players coming off the pitch. All the players came off the pitch, just walked off the pitch. But Højbjerg was the only one that went like that as he left. This gave me the impression he might be thinking that's his last home.
We said the same thing over Harry Kane, didn't we? You said it before he moved as well.
Well, I saw Harry Kane doing that at the Shakhtar Donetsk game, and it wasn't his last game. So it's hard to know.
Yeah. How out Poch at Geordie Lab, says Neil. That'd be interesting.
I think something. I would love to see Poch at a team, a proper team, like Newcastle. I do not like. I really feel Chelsea are a circus, and he deserves better than the circus, and that's what he's at the moment.
No, I agree with you, Philip. I really do agree with you on that. Big up to Carl Simpson as well. Big up Carl. Carl's coming right at the end. Where were you at the start, Carl? That's not good enough. Start of the year. You're supposed to be in at the start, Carl. This is not good enough. This is not good enough.
Chastised, Carl.
Yeah, there we go. I've got Colin said, but the best players coming back. I would rather wait till the summer and get Gibbs White instead of Gallagher. Well, look, if we need a midfielder, look, I understand we're getting that, Colin, but if we need a midfielder, I think we get it now. If Ange wants a midfielder in this window, we give him what he wants. And then DJ Samuel, Tottenham Hotspur are interested in Hang He Chow from Wolves. I haven't heard anything about that yet. I will ask the question for you, DJ. But he's a very good player, but I will wait. I wouldn't say that will happen, but I will ask the question. I have heard nothing about that. But there, Philip. One question, Philip. It's a question for you all. Can you name me the clubs that have been ever present in the Premier League between 92-93 until this season? How many clubs do you think have been ever present in the Premier League? Let me know. I'll give you a few minutes to put it in there and let me know. We've got Spurs. One that said, I would like Chen from Wolves for our squad. He is a good player, Philip, isn't he?
Yes, yeah. Yes.
Let's see how many people get this right now. How many do you think, Philip?
I'll say most of them might get it right.
Yeah. Carl says I'm arriving late. Yeah, no, you're right. We said that he did put it in. So look, all right, I'll give you a few more minutes, guys. Just put in the chat, how many clubs do you think survived? Neil Shafton's gone for Liverpool. Dragon D Nuts has gone for 13.
No.
You're optimistic. Yeah, maybe, because like 13. We've got DJ Samuel's gone for 7. Spurs Ninja's gone for 6 clubs. Peter Rem's gone for Everton, Spurs, Arsenal, United, Liverpool, all in Prem since 92. Roy Parsons gone for 5. Louis Chell's gone for 7. Mick's gone for 14. I can say one of you is spot on.
Yeah.
I'm not saying who, but one of you is spot on. Carl Simpson says 11. I lost all respect for Pochettino when he went to Chelsea. Look, I think Spurs. Look, I think we all did in a way. I think we all did in a small way that we did lose respect for him. If he went to anywhere else, I don't think we would have had a problem with him. But because he went to them lot down the road, we do. Right. Shall I show it, Philip? One of you is right. Whoever gets it right will get star from me and Philip, a star man off the stream. And the answer is 6.
6.
Absolutely spot on, Spurs Ninja. They are Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton, Liverpool, Man United, Tottenham. Now, is there any club missing there that's been so successful in the Premier League, Philip, or weren't there at the start?
Manchester City springs to mind.
Yeah.
Mind you, they were a penalty kick away from going into the old Division 3 back in the 90s. So it shows you how much the Abu Dhabi money helped them.
Yeah. Spurs Ninjas going.
Aston Villa.
Woo! Yeah.
Aston Villa are there. Newcastle.
No.
You know.
Yeah. Dragon D Nuts was so close for 13. He really was. I mean, you and Mick were really close. Bless you. We've got big up to who else just come in? Spurs Live. Yo, big up, lads. Big up Spurs Live. And he says, Clive Allen. What? Are you Clive Allen? What does that mean? Let us know. Are you Clive Allen? Or what's happened to Clive Allen? Peter M says, I miss Chelsea. Yeah. Oh, Spurs Life says, what's the question? Well, it's a bit late now. Well, the question is, right? Carl Simpson's coming by.
The answers are on the screen. Give us a question.
Yeah. The question is, can you name me the ever-present clubs and from 1992-93 to now? The answer was 6. The question, the answer is very. Carl's got it spot on. You know, Carl waited till came up on the.
That's the way we told you, but well done.
Everton and Spurs won now. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, Spurs Life goes for 6. Fair play to you. See the dedication of these people, Philip, right? They wait for the answer to come up on the screen, then they come in for it. Carl Simpson's leading that band. But are you shocked by that? 6 clubs, Philip?
Yeah, not really. No, I mean, we're talking 30 years. So there's a turnaround of how many clubs in the Premiership?
22.
20 clubs, isn't it? Yeah, 20.
Yeah, 20 clubs. Yeah.
So you're talking 14 clubs. There's a turnaround of loads of different clubs since 1992. I mean, look at some of the teams that. Am I right in saying Oldham used to were in the Premiership for a while?
Oldham were in the first Premier. Yeah, Oldham.
Yeah, I mean, like them, they're hardly in the league now. You know, and Luton Town, of course, they've been doing the yo-yo up and down to non-league.
They weren't in the first Premier League. I don't think.
Well, I'm saying like they used to be in the old First Division. You know.
Yeah.
No, I'm not really surprised. Like those clubs, apart from most of those clubs, are class clubs, except Arsenal and Chelsea. You know.
Carl says, I got the answer in before you saw it, so that counts. Give me a star as well. No.
No. Stuart's inquiry on that one, Carl.
Well, Philip will have to go to VAR and check his monitor. Going to start drawing his line. We've got Spurs Live. Carl, you got a star already. Why he's got a star is because he's
There's my VAR line, by the way. That's my VAR line.
Philip, it looks like an arse if you look at it. If you look at it from my point of view, it did. It looked like an arse if you put it the way you did it.
It does actually, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Let's see.
Yeah. There you go.
It's good old stuff. Yeah.
He's got a big ass. Got a few of these, and then we are going to end off. Can I change my answer to 6? Dragon D Nuts? No. We'll give you a star because we love your name anyway. Spurs Life, he laughs at that. Yeah, because he's a member. Pick up your membership, Spurs Life, become a member. You get a lot of stuff becoming a member. Simon comes and says, breaking news. It's my tea time. We know. We're late for a meeting, so that's why we have to go. Norwich finished 3rd. They did. Villa played the Championship 2016 to 2019, and Swindon were in there as well. Philip, that is the end of day 1 of the transfer rumor show, or the Spurs transfer show. It's going to be a busy month. Now I can say any breaking news, we will bring it to you first and fastest here on THFC to the day. Even if it's 1 o'clock in the morning, I will go live. Philip may not go live with me because he'll probably get clump. Maybe he may feel rebellious and just, I'm going to be a rebel.
No, not that brave, damn
Carl wants an apology for the PJML. Yeah, Philip will be writing that in the post comment sections for you, Carl. Yeah, it will be. We're not sorry. And then the richer the clubs, also to permanent P. Yeah, that's so true. But Philip, thank you so much for joining me. It is day one.
No problem.
How many days left to go? 30 days to go, Philip?
30 days to go. Yeah.
Oh Lord God, I love transfer windows. But on that bombshell, we're going to leave you now. We are back tonight with the Liverpool-Newcastle game. So rejoin us for that. We're on at 7:45 for that. Come on, you Spurs. And Big Ange, we trust.